I'm just really grateful for it. Free throws are a funny thing. Confidence is a funny thing, and it can be contagious one way or the other. And sports, I mean, you can be rolling along, and all of a sudden, when you hit that spot, right? And I think everything just got a little tight back then, especially the free throws. And I kind of joked to Hannah after the game. I said it's a little easier when you're not seeing two of them, right? Because that was the deal at the end of that Nebraska game. When she came out, she didn't look right, and then she didn't say anything to me, but she was telling, I think, Coach Raina, she's like, man, I'm seeing double. She's like, I saw two of them. So I was really happy. I mean, I really, challenged them because I told them, I said, you got to change something, right? It's like, it's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I think they all kind of changed the routine, and I've tried different things to put a little bit more pressure on them. But, this was one game. We got to keep that percentage up, but I'm thankful for this one game.
I think some people maybe would have expected maybe a bigger win today, but you look at the final stat sheet and there's not a lot that stands out that went poorly. I guess on your thoughts on maybe what you would have liked to see better from your team, and then how did you adjust to Northwestern shooting a lot better than normal?
Well, I think a lot of people, they don't watch 5 to 7 films. It just, you're not in the trenches. I think anybody from, Gino or Emma will tell you, if you're going to just think on paper and you think, oh, X team should win by, I mean, look at us, man. We're pretty young. We're trying to figure it out. We're confident. I mean, I'm thrilled. I am. We've shown some growth. Some of those close ones, I just a really big believer. You just respect every opponent, especially Joe McEwen. I mean, they had Indiana in the ropes. They lost by 4. They were up 17 on Minnesota, who's ranked in the top 25. They blew the lead. They just haven't found that way. So I'm proud of our team. I'm thankful, and whatever's on the front of that jersey to me just says tough opponent. Big Ten, one of the best conferences in the country. So I just think if you're a sports fan at all, I just feel like that would be a disrespect to Northwestern to think that it needs to be a bigger margin of victory.
Just along those lines of growth, I mean, mitigating in-game frustration. I'm sure there was a lot of it at different stretches tonight. Just how did you kind of feel the team took steps forward in that?
Yeah, I think we executed and listened a little bit better with things we wanted to do at the end of the game. We've blown some things when we wanted to foul, we didn't foul. They were instructed to sometimes, and just the pressure. We didn't run some of our sets right at the end of the game, the wins that didn't go right. Everything they really did, I think, for the most part, pretty well tonight. There was one exception with a little press breaker there at the end. I didn't have enough timeouts to safely always, call them in advance. But we just didn't run one of those things quite right. But I think that was just a lot of growth. There was a lot more attention to detail, and I just think, just got a little bit more confidence and kind of leaning into the moment instead of being on our heels. And I think that was a big key tonight.
Blake. Jan, I know last week you credited Aaliyah Gon as one of the stronger leaders on your team. Just feels like her demeanor is so unusual for a freshman. Again, a couple big free throws tonight, some big shots to give you guys momentum. Can you just describe, I don't know, how unique of a player she is at this age?
Yeah, she just is. She just has a high basketball IQ, right? She sees the game, and she's not one that shies away from any moment, right? And that's a big component of that. Also, like tonight, the huddles down the stretch, just she'd be the one that a lot of it just echoing or leading it, let's go on a run, let's do X, let's do Y, repeating kind of what I've said. And a lot of times freshmen, they're not as quick or as apt to do that because they're kind of waiting, is this my time, should I say this? But she's got a really nice way about her, and people don't just allow her to say it, they want her to say it. And I just think tonight she was really, really big because she can, facilitate offenses, she can slide between the 2 and the 1, and she can help handle the ball.